Welcome to the Fandom Foundry, and this is the best thing this week. I'm your host, Todd Oxtra, and we're here to talk about some amazing things with somebody who's really cool. He has yet to be on the Fandom Foundry, but now he is back. He's been on Secret Friends Unite on my old stuff that I used to do, and I'm so happy to have Delvin Cox, the man, the legend, the PSVG interrogator, instigator, and the Delvin Cox Experience.
I like the first one better. The PSVG interrogator. Where are the plans, Dr. Jones?
you gotta press down on those guys, man. I mean, Dev and Donnie, and they say things like, "Hey, I need to dig further. Where are you going with this?" So
just tie them to a chair and waterboard them.
Well, it's awesome. So before we get into this, because Delvin,
get into waterboarding.
No, I think there are still Geneva conventions that still apply, even though our country's doing a real good job to say, do they?
Are they? So, I don't know.
Well, thankfully we won't talk about that on the show. Other people that do serious stuff don't. But so for people that may not know who you are and what you do, man, I just want you for anybody that's never met you, tell them all about the cool stuff you do. Well, obviously, we repeat it at the end of the show, but just so people know who you are, man.
I'm black. That's it.
Oh, my. Delvin, I don't see color. I'm surprised. I didn't know that, man. I just thought you were a beautiful, bald person, just like me. I thought we might have been related. Who knows?
Pretty much. I host 1,000 podcasts. I'm a co-host of PSVG. I'm a co-host of Nintendo Shack, which they conned me into doing. I'm a co-host of PSXP. I'm a co-host of I'm a host of the Delvin Cox Experience. That's a great show.
I hope so. That would be really weird for I don't host the show. It just got my name on it.
Well, it might actually happen because my son.
Really?
My son's name is also Delvin Cox, and I told him if I die, you can take the show.
So eventually he's a junior, though. The second, yes. A junior, the third,
yes.
Yeah.
So he said eventually when I retire, he can take the name. I said you can take it.
Okay, so I got a question about that because when we hear about people like George Foreman, all his kids were named George, right? Which is weird because it wasn't even I don't know if they were like George the second, the seventh, whatever, or it's like some athletes they're the third or the second or something like that, and it's always funny because it's like when you're not as famous as the person that came before you, that's the worst part, right? It's like you're carrying that name forward, like Frank Sinatra Jr.
Yes.
Like the son of Frank Sinatra, that's got to be really hard. So, has your son learned that he's got a lot big shoes to fill?
Absolutely.
He's going to have to find a lot of white people to podcast with. I mean, come on.
He's already getting famous. He's already getting there.
Okay.
He has his YouTube channel that's blowing up. He's making his own name for himself, and I'm proud of him. He's doing good.
Well, that's amazing, man. I love that. It's amazing. My son, I'm going to talk a little bit about my son. I'm going to just share your YouTube channel so you can see all the cool graphics, what Delvin's been doing. 1.6 thousand subscribers. 1.66 thousand subscribers. I have 37, Delvin, so I'm a little jealous right now. So
and I haven't recorded on my YouTube in a while.
I was looking here because I'm like, is that the most recent?
No, I haven't.
2 years ago.
Yeah, it's been 2 years since I've been doing it. Because
God, you got the Supreme Court on there, Delvin. I mean, it's probably changed quite a bit since then.
Yeah, YouTube is hard work when you do a regular podcast.
Oh yeah,
and then you have to do the YouTube version of the podcast. Then I have to do PSVG. Then I have to do PSXP. Then I have to do Nintendo Shack. And then on top of that, I am a frequent collaborator with the Who Would Win show. As a judge / opponent.
Didn't you do some voice work too?
I'm getting to that. I'm also play the Green Lantern in the Justice League Motorverse series.
John Stewart, I assume, right?
Yes, correct.
Yes. Yep.
I should have said Hal Jordan. That would be better.
That would be amazing. Yeah. Swap everything. No, it's actually Delvin Cox is the Green Lantern. I just changed the name. It's me.
Yes. I've done a lot of things. I've been on a Star Wars audio drama called Legacy.
Hardest working man in podcasting, dude.
Yeah. I'm working on a Blade audio drama.
Are you going to do your best like Wesley Snipes impression?
Oh,
like
I'm not doing
Black
shit.
or something. Say that.
I am the executive producer of this sucker. I am not. I am not voice acting this at all. I don't want to. Like I always wanted to listen to like a Blade audio drama that's really cool, and I had a cool idea for one like over a year ago.
That's awesome. This is kind of going off the rails. I was just watching like a video about like 2000 shows that went away, and they end up bringing up the Blade series on Spike TV with Sticky Fingers as Blade.
Terrible.
And I'm like, holy cow! I remember that actually happened. That was like 1 billion years ago.
Terrible.
Sticky Fingers. I always think it's funny when a rapper either embraces their own name, they get a nickname or something like that. But Sticky Fingers, you could go many places. Like,
Yes.
So I don't know. I don't know the origin of his name, but I could either think it's like his mom called him that because he always ate candy and he didn't wash his hands, or obviously,
do you know
stuff for his friends?
You know what
I don't know.
Sticky Fingers means in slang?
Do I have to look at an Urban Dictionary? Is it safe? Is it NSFW?
Yeah, it should be. But you know what? You kind of figure. You can probably guess what it means.
Yes, I can probably do that, man.
What do you think it
folks? I will just say, ladies probably like him. Am I right? Wrong?
You're wrong.
Oh no. Okay. Oh, then I don't even know. Then
it's not nothing anything sexual.
Okay.
Sticky Fingers is someone who's a thief who robs people.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. Sticky Fingers. That's what I'm like. But I'm like, is that too on the nose? I mean,
that is what it is. A little
deeper, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. A person who robs people.
Okay. We all learned something today. Yes. Thank you, Delvin, because I was going to go to like Urban Dictionary just to look it up to see if there's something. Because when you got kids, you and I both have kids.
Yes.
They'll tell you like, oh, this doesn't mean that thing anymore, Dad. I'm like, what? When did they change
That's correct.
it? Yes, and it's wrong. It's just wrong. I always say is my son told me something about a fan company. I'm like, really? But that's another subject. So Delvin is a dad. He's got a son who's a junior. He has 1.5 daughters. Fun
Correct.
Story there. He's an awesome dude. He's a geek at heart and very talented. And you never know what he and I are going to talk about. We actually talked like half hour before this even started.
That's correct.
Like on the podcast. So
Todd.
I'm so glad I got to meet you, Delvin, through Donnie, and it's been great, man.
Todd, I want to ask you a question. Since you brought up the Blade series, did you know there were 2 RoboCop TV shows?
Along with the cartoon series too, right?
That's correct.
Oh,
the cartoon series, and there were 2 RoboCop TV shows.
Isn't that crazy? And I heard, this is what I heard, that Marvel was producing the animated series of RoboCop, and they skimped on everything so they could get the money to actually make X-Men.
Correct.
Is that crazy? Well,
yes.
Delvin, this is behind the curtain. Devin was like, hey, Delvin, you should come out to Minneapolis, see Paisley Park. What you really need to do is time it for this amazing experience in Minneapolis. Man, I'm going all the place. So go, folks. I have talked to the creators of this amazing event in Minneapolis called the Uncanny Experience. I'm going to share it on the screen.
Okay.
Basically, this is an amazing recreation of this awesome building downtown Minneapolis, where they've essentially turned into Xavier's School for Gifted Children. They have professors that are the mutants that are teaching classes. They had Chris Claremont. He was one of they had Chris Claremont come in as he's been many times a guest speaker. They had, I'm blanking on her name. Gail Simone was also there speaking. They always have the voice actors from the X-Men series. And it's amazing. I went there. I even cosplay. I never do. I called myself, what was it? I was Professor Magneto or something? Basically, I was swapped. Like I was actually, if Xavier had the powers of Magneto and was Xavier, so I had my Magneto helmet, and I would put it on. And I looked like this, so Professor Xavier. So I thought it was kind of fun. And people were like, I don't get it. I'm like, that's okay, I do. And it was the cheapest, easiest costume I could ever do. So
you know what you could have did?
Sure, you
could have did Professor Xavier after when he regained his ability back to walk.
Yes.
That's short
run.
Lilandra,
the Shi'ar Empire, healed him, and he came back finally and said, Hey, it's me. And,
Xavier, I can walk. We're like, this is weird. Somebody paralyzed him again.
exactly. It lasts like 2 seconds. It's like, oh man,
I don't like this. It's
I can't even walk anymore. But I'm gonna just share my screen. So it's coming up in September. Still a great time to be in Minneapolis. This is so cool, Delvin. It's amazing. They get everybody show up. They actually have a
that does look like
runway event where everybody who cosplay comes on. It's like RuPaul's Drag Race because they put on music, you sashay, you do that. They have the different schools. Like you can be in like the Magneto school or whatever, and then they had an X-Men musical. It's crazy, man.
That sounds cool.
It's really cool. They have Artist Alley. They have all these events. They even had like free beer from this local brewery that was doing like basically a Gambit themed beer. All you wanted to eat. They have amazing drink. And yeah, it was great. I had so much fun. People came from all over the place. And
when you walk inside, do they play the X-Men theme song?
Oh, they have that so much. And they actually had a mystery where you were trying to unravel like a murder mystery. Kind of like, if you've read the X-Men comics where they do the, every year they have the gala, and then they had the one with the murder mystery. They did the same thing here where you try to figure out the mystery. You'd go room to room. You talk to people. You try to solve it. So it was blast, man.
This looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
and
it's pretty awesome.
The mansion looks like the X-Men matches, so that's pretty cool.
It's awesome. You go through this place and you're like, wow, it's just so much fun. So it's one of the most interesting because it's very immersive. It's not just like a con. You do feel like you're almost in like the Renaissance Festival for X-Men.
I am curious. Why did they choose to do this in Minneapolis? Is there some
because the guys who did it are from Minneapolis, so they have done other events and they're big into like doing things. So I ended up interviewing them a few years ago about it, and then I ended up going to the event. So yeah, man, I should probably dig that interview up and just put it back out and steal it from Secret Friends Unite and put it back on my stuff. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
probably get sued by Charlie.
They won't notice it's gone.
Exactly.
What is this? Secret Friends Unite. What is that? I don't know what that is.
Exactly. Nobody does. No, he does. Yeah. So, Delvin, so we do this podcast because we want to talk about the best things this week. And really, when I say this week, I mean last week, because the week ahead, we still haven't done it yet. So, but we'll talk about the week ahead and what you're looking forward to. But let's get into the kind of the areas I always talk about, or, and we can add any of these. It's really up for you. Laissez-faire. So I kind of said, basically it's what you played, maybe what you watched, any food you ate that was amazing, any music or books, an event or experience. So really it's up to you to kind of hit on any of those. But if you have the same one, we can both talk about at the same time. So what would you like to start on the best thing that happened to you last week that you did, watch, read, or experienced?
I've had an interesting week. I'll go with events and experiences from last week because I had a lot.
You teased this, Delvin. So you said I'm ready. I'm ready for it. What is it?
I've had 2 events I went to last week. The first one, I guess it's Valentine's Day weekend. I went to New Orleans for Mardi Gras.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You survived, man.
I survived. I got hit in the face with some beads. That was fun. Like just square.
I hope it was worth it.
They threw the beads and the wind blew them back and it smacked me right in the face. It hurt.
How was the weather in New Orleans? Because sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so great.
Apparently windy.
Apparently, yeah. If the beads are coming back, that's a heavy. Beads are not light, and to get the beads typically requires something to happen. So
correct.
Yes.
Nothing like that happened.
Okay, you behaved.
Yes. It was pretty fun. I lost my Switch when I was there. I left it in the rental car. That was great. So I immediately came back home. Yeah, my Switch too. I was very upset about that.
You can't even track a Switch. There's like no GPS underneath. There's no like low jack. There's no Apple Tag.
Yeah, I was screwed. I immediately came home and bought another one. Like absolutely not. I will not be without my Switch too. So I got another one.
Did you try to put it in your Jinko jeans or something and it fell out, Delvin?
No, I had it when I was leaving. I had it I had my carry-on bag. It had like a little bag where I had my stuff into it.
Yeah.
The carry on the plane so I could actually read books and stuff like that. Yeah. And apparently it's in a black case and it fell out the bag. I guess when I was driving to the airport, it fell out the bag under the seat.
You didn't think about it because you're like, I got to get on this plane. Man, that sucks. Sorry, man.
Yeah, it was fine. I got another one.
Were they all physical games or digital? Were your games all physical or digital?
Digital except Final Fantasy VII.
Okay. So that's one benefit of like going digital, because my son used to lose all of my Switch carts. So I would say maybe in that instance, maybe digital makes more sense. But sorry, Final Fantasy
ended up
VII.
working out. It ended up working out for me because
Okay.
I got home I got home on Monday and immediately just said, you know what, I need to pick me up. I went and bought me a car.
Really, what'd you get?
2018 Ford Mustang.
Really? Oh God, I assume Donnie had a lot to say.
Yeah, he I showed him pictures of it. He loves it. He's like, this is dope. Like, these are only you would go out there.
What model? What color?
It's silver. It's the silver Ford 2018 Ford Mustang EcoBoost.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I can just let you know, I have a 2025 Mustang Mach-E.
Oh.
Which I didn't want black because black is like the hardest color to maintain in Minnesota, where it is always salty and it looks gross half the time. It's very hard to keep looking pristine. When it looks awesome, but that's like 1 second out of the day. And you're in Florida, everything bakes on, right? Your car, right? So
correct.
You want a silver car. When I lived in Florida, I wanted a silver car because it always looks clean.
That is correct. Because of the weather and because of the dirt. It gets kind of muddy and stuff here. But yeah, car's great.
So we got to look at this, man. Oh my gosh,
that's the exact same car I have.
That is beautiful.
I want to put racing stripes on it.
All right, I've seen the ones that have like the blue racing stripes. They look amazing. Man, that looks so cool. I really have always wanted a Mustang, and I was thinking about what other, because I was looking at
I did too.
Like, I've always wanted a Mustang. I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna get a Mustang. It's been
that's exactly what happened. I always wanted one. I paid off my car. I said my son's gonna need a car for college.
Yep.
And I said, you know what? I'll give him my car, and I'll buy me a new one. And I said, you know what? It's time to get me a Ford Mustang.
Welcome to the midlife crisis, man.
Damn right. That's exactly what I said.
My son got my Mazda, had 138,000 miles. I'm like, it's 10 years old. No, it's actually 12 years old now. I'm like, don't kill it. It's your car, man. Take care of it, right?
My son was super happy. Like, I got a practically new car. The car I gave was a 2015 Chevy Spark.
I have a 2014 Mazda CX-5 and in good shape until he got a hold of it. And let's just put it this way. It's been a rough time.
Yeah, my Spark looks practically like a new car. It runs good. It's really good on gas. Like, you can get 30 miles out of it per gallon and stuff like that.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
And in Florida, the cars don't take a beating. I mean, it gets warm, but they don't take a beating like they do here. So that's amazing, man.
I'm like, this is the perfect car for you to have for college.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, and is he pretty close to where you live, and there's a lot of back and forth, or is he right on campus?
Stays with me. He stays with me.
Okay.
And the campus is down the street from my house. It's like a 5-minute drive.
Easy peasy, man. My son was not supposed to drive his car to class, but what does he do, Delvin? He lives on campus in an apartment, and he still drives class. I'm like, you're killing me, dude. It's of course cold in Minneapolis, so I get it. Cold days, sure. -12. I get it. Nobody wants to be -12. So yeah. So that's awesome, man. So New Orleans, new car. One question about New Orleans. What was your favorite part about New Orleans?
The food. Great food.
Okay, what's your favorite food? Because I love New Orleans. I've taken my wife there. I've gone a million times. When I lived in Florida, I lived in the Panhandle, so I was like right in between. Not Tallahassee. I was between. I was in Fort Walton Beach, so right in the Panhandle. It was very close. You go through Biloxi, drive through. It was very quick. There's a lot of casinos, so the Air Force would drive you in. And I had a blast with my spring break in college. I went to New Orleans for a week. My parents had a timeshare. They said, "Hey, we're not using." I'm like, "Cool, let's go down to." And we stayed in New Orleans for a week, man. We had a blast.
Yeah, the food, the beignets are pretty good. The seafood gumbo is really good.
Oh, yeah,
I had a good time there. Yeah.
Oh, man, also, I tell you, yeah.
I have another place I went to.
All right, let's go.
There was this convention down here this week. I can't remember what it's called, but it was a Pokemon card convention.
Right in Miami?
In Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, Fort Lauderdale. Okay.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of it. But I went there because my daughter's like a big Pokemon collector and stuff like that. My son wanted to go as well. And I can't remember the name of it, but I think
I'm looking it up to see if I can find it. You keep talking, man.
I think that's what it's called, Collector Con. But
there it is. I found it. Yeah. So here we go. Yep. I'm gonna bring it up. Oh, Miami Fort Lauderdale Collecticon. Oh man.
Yeah.
Was that that wasn't cheap, was it?
It was relatively cheap. It was only like $50 per person, but
I'm talking about everything that you buy there isn't cheap, right?
That's the thing, She's the big Pokemon collector, so she went there and bought a ton of Pokemon cards. And my son met, I think his name is Steve Bloom.
Oh, Soulja Boy was there. Was he selling like the Soulja Boy consoles?
Well, you got to the surprise. Soulja Boy did a surprise of performance there. So I was there to watch Soulja Boy perform all his hit songs, including the Rick and Morty song.
Did you know he was going to do that?
Yeah. Okay, I wasn't going to see Soulja Boy. I was going
It just happened that you got to see him though.
Yeah, I was just going because she's a Pokemon fan. She likes to collect Pokemon cards, and she would sit there. She would literally sit there all day and just look for Pokemon cards.
Oh wow!
So she was there.
She's just doing that. She's just doing the singles, looking around and looking for maybe the one that somebody screwed up and put in the custom or the commons.
Exactly. So she did that for like 4 or 5 hours. I got me a Super Famicom.
Oh really?
They had one there for $70.
Really? So I'm assuming you maybe got a few games for it?
I got a Dragon Ball game for it.
Okay, cool. How's that experience?
So I like it. I already had like a one of those other systems that you could play like Famicom games and stuff on it.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to have my own Super Famicom. It was cheap, really like $70.
Oh, that's pretty. Well, I mean, God, there was like they sold so many of those things. I assume that it's not like you're getting like what is it the Sega Saturn Japanese version where it's like there were 2 made probably.
Yeah. So I was super excited to get it. It's cool.
So is the Famicom? Did they have the controllers attached?
Oh no.
Okay.
They have the.
I think there at one point they had a version where the actual controllers were attached for some reason.
Oh, I didn't know that. They just the controllers look like the regular Super Nintendo controllers.
Yeah, because it's a different shade of colors, right?
Yeah, the system itself looks different than the Super Nintendo.
Yeah,
but the controllers, just Super Nintendo controllers.
Got it. Okay, cool. I was thinking of just the original Famicom. Sorry, not.
Oh yeah, the original Famicom has the controllers attached to it. That thing looks weird.
It's very weird looking. Yeah. Really quick though. So I can't remember what con it was that it was in Minneapolis. So I took my son. He loves anime. And he was big into Naruto at the time. So it was so funny to have Bailey Flanagan. I think that's how you pronounce her name. But
yes.
It's so funny that I didn't realize that she was the voice of Naruto. She's obviously in all those like Disney kid shows, right? Where she plays like the grumpy lunch lady or something like that. It's so crazy. And she's such a nice lady.
Yeah. My son met her too. He was very excited to meet her.
And she's probably making tons just going to all these cons and just I don't have to act anymore. And
he met her and Steve Bloom. He was very excited to meet Steve Bloom. Yeah.
Oh, that's me. I mean, the voice actors are just having a renaissance at these cons.
Yeah.
And I mean, even the one video game convention we had, we have 2 actually. We have one for music and one for 2D con. It's an amazing show. But man, the voice talent for video games is just getting huge now, which is amazing. It's great to see.
It's great. It's great to see them get their praise and get their, treated like celebrities and stuff like that because they deserve it. They're great voice talent, and it's very hard to do what they do.
Oh yeah, I mean, and it's typically voice talent. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't know that they don't get paid much, and typically, especially overseas, I mean, they don't get paid much. It just doesn't do. So hopefully, in the U.S. it's actually changed because it seems like it's so popular, but. I don't know. I don't know much about the royalties for that.
I know they don't get paid much still. They still don't get paid much unless you're.
They want AI to, and Hollywood would gladly just replace with AI, right?
With terrible AI, yeah. That is the thing.
Unless you're Morgan Freeman and you just pay, hey, you can have my voice. You got to pay me $10 million. Or James Earl Jones, I think, did the same thing. He just said yeah, you can have my voice. You just got to pay me $15 million and just do whatever.
As he should.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, if you're that age, it's not like you're gonna what are you gonna do? I'm 85 years old. I'm going away. So just like all those artists that sell their catalogs, sure, yeah, why not? So Delvin,
did that too.
Yeah, well, he did a lot of movies that were just like he was pumping out a lot of movies too. So I guess maybe we should realize something wrong. Just kind of like Nicolas Cage doing all his movies because I think he went into debt because of his island.
Yeah, yeah. Nicolas Cage is an interesting guy.
Yeah, Delvin, I was going to say, I just want to proclaim this. Maybe you see this way. I am willing and ready to sell out at any time. So if anyone wants to like buy my soul and give me money for it, cool.
Yeah, well, depends on who the person is.
That's true. You never know.
In this climate, you got to be very aware and careful who you sell out to. You can't just sell like you used to.
Oh, no. I mean,
like back in the day, you could sell out and it'd be perfectly fine. Now, you got to be like, what are you going to do with my soul?
I mean, at this point, just, maybe MC Hammer is truly the one person you have to say, be careful what you do. MC Hammer selling out for Taco Bell, doing the Addams Family Groove, probably not a good plan.
Probably not.
Yeah, exactly. And they need to come back with Pumps in the Bump, right? We all know
what a hit song. What a legend.
Oh, he's amazing. Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Hammer left and went to Death Row and made Pumps in the Bump.
Oh, that's a side of Hammer I never wanted to see, quite honestly, because,
but you know what?
All out there.
Good on Hammer, because Hammer is the only, like, rapper to make a video objectifying women, but then in the video, he objectified himself. So it kind of weirdly made it okay because he was in like the Speedos with the cheetah print that were like really, really short.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
people didn't know that side of Hammer, and it's like, oh my goodness.
He was showing his hammer.
That's why he wore the genie pants, right?
Yeah, he was showing his hammer. In those Speedos, like,
oh my goodness.
That's the thing.
Well, we'll pivot to my things I did. So that was amazing. I love those cons that are local. Kids love them. It's amazing. We're getting more of those. So I'll go on an event I did, and actually kind of it's kind of like both. I'll do two as well. One is more music tied to it, and that's because my son is a sophomore at the University of Minnesota. He is a music student, and he's going to be a music teacher. And he is in the symphony band, jazz band, and next year he'll be in the marching band. So I'll actually get to potentially go to a bowl game. So I'm very excited at the University of Minnesota. Great trumpet player. He's amazing. Well, they did a concert this week, Delvin, that was for the kids, which was so much fun. It was a hoot. And if I mention the name Dan Brown.
I don't know. That sounds familiar.
Okay, so do you remember a little book called The Da Vinci Code?
Yes, I do.
That was what he wrote. So did you know he wrote a kid's book?
No, I didn't. I didn't know he wrote the Da Vinci Code. What a generic name.
I know, Dan Brown. Yeah, not very exciting. But what he did was he did then write a children's book called, and I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to show you the video. And my son performed this for a kids concert, which was amazing because kids got to come, listen to all these cool music and everything. And the kids were just having a blast running around and just enjoying themselves. Well, this book called by Dan Brown, I'll just share the screen. It's called The Wild Symphony. It's about this little mouse who's a composer or a conductor. And he's talking about all the different animals that make music and sound and things like that, which is just, very cute. But what they did to make this really cool is they brought in basically a narrator from the Children's Theater in Minneapolis, which is amazing musical theater. They do a lot of cool stuff. And he was narrating the book and doing it as the mouse. And basically he would do his part reading the book, and then the band would then play the song that it's based on the animal. So I don't know if I'll get in trouble with YouTube or the University of Minnesota because they don't let us even record now because my son's like, oh, it's going to get sued. But this is what they did. So this is his book, The Wild Symphony. And then I'll just fast forward to a couple things. It was so much fun. The kids were having a blast. That's one of the music conductors.
Okay.
But this is the gentleman who did the narration. And he was so fun because he was so evocative, and his voice was amazing, and he just had a blast. They'd zoom in on him at times, and he looks like me except no glasses and no thing, but he's just what he's doing is having fun. They'd zoom in to show the page on the screen as well for people that are watching online. Like a lot of people watch virtual because the shows are all free, but not everybody's in Minneapolis, so people can watch it. So yeah, they showed parts of the book on screen, also on the big screen as well above. So the kids were just having a blast. So they would do one bit, and then they would actually perform part of the music, and they would be like, a minute long pieces. They did 22 pieces. And my son, like, Dad, my lips are toast after this. And he got his first request for an autograph, Delvin.
That's awesome.
A little girl that said, "Can I have your autograph?" Because somebody bought the book. And then she wanted an autograph. So he autographed it. He showed her his trumpet. It was so cute. She was probably like 3 years old. It made my son's day.
Aww.
I was so proud as a dad because he's going to be a music teacher. So he loves doing this stuff. So that made me a proud dad. The music was amazing. And get this, he's told me, "Dad, you're gonna love the next jazz band." Guess what they're doing as their jazz band?
What are they doing?
Doing a song for Persona 3.
Okay, I'm all in.
I mean, and he loves Persona 5. Like, he loves the music so much. He wasn't into Persona until that. And so, like, he went because he loves jazz. He loves all that stuff. And that Persona soundtrack is so crazy and weird. And then guess who's going to be the special guest that they brought in?
MC Hammer.
For the concert. Sadly, no. I mean, I could see them do a version of "Have You Seen Her?" Pray. I mean, there's just so many options, that we could see. Maybe even just do a cover of like the Hammerman theme. We'll never know.
I like that. Now we're talking.
Exactly. You know what? I think you should show your kids like just an episode of the Hammerman, and they'd be like, "Dad, are you insane? What is this?"
I probably have.
Because that's what we had as kids, right?
I showed them a lot of old cartoons.
Yeah. So yeah. So we're gonna be they're inviting the lead band, the lead band, I don't even know what to call them. Basically, the Colbert Report used to have John Baptiste as the band leader. He left. John Baptiste is amazing. Now they have the new band leader, plays guitar. I can't remember what his name is, but he is going to be there performing with them.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean it's really cool. I think his name is Corey, but yeah, they're so excited. So he's gonna like perform tracks. He's like, yeah, and Dad, they're actually gonna take the performance and actually record it for an album. I'm like, oh, so you're actually gonna be on the liner notes of the universe. So it's very cool, man. It's cool to see my kid, like, get into this stuff, and I'm so excited that he's gonna be a teacher and do this stuff. So that is my first event that's music related. So I'd say, folks, I can share the video with you. It's hidden right now because the University of Minnesota doesn't want to share it. It's amazing. Great music. If you have kids, it's great because the kids are going to get something out of it. And that's what they did because they want kids to play music. So showing them and hearing things in a way they like is a great way to get them into music. So the second thing, and this, man, you talk about like the president, like, he just hires his own kids and all that stuff. For me, it feels like I'm doing that with my wife and my son because my wife is an amazing children's author. So, and she... Come on,
hold on. You can't just put that out there and not name what book she's authored.
Okay, so let me bring it up. I am my wife's hype man. I am actually, she's part of a Minnesota BIPOC kid lit group, which is great. So they know me as like, I'm their mascot. I'm the guy that just gets out there and hypes them up and makes sure that people get pictures and does this. And so they love having me around. I just like being involved because I'm not the talented one. And so because of that, she's really found her niche. And so the book she wrote, and let me bring it up the page. Probably just bring it up. My wife's name is Christina Oxtra. So if you go to Christina Oxtra, let me just bring up her website. No, that's not it. And my wife did the thing where, Delvin, I'm not sure about any of the women in your life. Have the women in your life ever changed what they want to be called?
No.
Okay, so my wife did. So when I first met her, why is this not working? Yep. She told me her name is Chris.
Okay.
Well, now she doesn't want to be called Chris. She wants to be called Christina. But her actual full name is Maria Christina. Okay. Maria Christina Tornito Oxtra, because she's Filipino. The names change depending on who you are a child of. So my wife, this is her website, ChristinaOxtra.com. Just go check it out. The book that she's most famous for is What Lola Wants. It's a story about her growing up in the Philippines, because she did. My wife is an immigrant, and when she was a little girl, her grandpa, she was in a multi-generational household. She basically lived with her grandpa, and after time, he started basically having Alzheimer's. Couldn't talk. So this story is all about her finding out what, and then Lolo is the name what you call your grandpa, because abuelo is grandpa in Spanish. Well, the Philippines were a Spanish colony, so abuelo, Lolo, and then Lola, abuela, Lola. So kind of like that. So so what Lola wants is a book about her as a little girl trying to figure out what her grandpa wanted. So because he drew for her, she figured, oh, maybe he could draw what he wants. So that's what it's all about. Just her as a little girl helping her grandpa who's struggling with that, helping him draw, and it's just a wonderful book. So my wife does.
That's awesome.
She does an amazing job just talking to kids and then teaches them how to draw, which is fun because my wife's a pretty good artist as well. And yeah, she does that. So this book was up for Minnesota Book of the Year, also the Midwest. So it was pretty cool. She didn't win, but it's great that she got this honor. And this book has just been amazing. The artist is from the Philippines, and it's her first solely owned published book. But she's done other things, like she's wrote 3 Teen Titan Go books.
That's awesome.
A girl surviving through the tsunami. So it's kind of like a fictional account of a girl surviving the tsunami that actually happened. She does a book about Tininkling called Keep Dancing, which is a traditional Filipino dance book. Taekwondo test, because my wife and my son were both Taekwondo black belts. A Choose Your Own Adventure alien book, Delvin, about Area 51.
Okay.
A graphic novel. It's manga inspired of Little Red Riding.
I have a question, Todd.
Yes.
How do I get one of these books autographed?
Absolutely. What you can do, Delvin, we could probably figure this out. You can order through Amazon. I'll give you my address. Send it to me. I'll send it back to you.
Deal.
So it's amazing the stuff she's done.
This is dope.
Very long. He's essentially like almost like the Cesar Chavez of Filipinos.
She wrote a Stan Lee book?
Yes, the biography of Stan Lee. It's very fun.
Holy
talking.
Your
she's
wife's
done a lot
like
of
legend.
cool stuff. She's done a lot of cool stuff, and she has a couple things the hopper that she can't speak about, obviously. But
look here, Todd.
So what I'm actually supposed to talk about is my wife is a talented one.
You married up, Todd.
Yeah, exactly. Well, she went back to get her master's when she was 44 because she's a veteran also with her GI Bill to get her master's in fine arts. So, and she also works a day job where she works for, all this stuff. So it's kind of cool. I'm very proud of her.
You're married to Batwoman and you're like Alfred.
Absolutely. Yeah. My son is amazing. My wife is amazing.
Your son's Robin.
Yes.
She's Batwoman. Absolutely. You're Alfred.
Exactly. I'm just the talker, right? I'm just the guy who likes to talk and have fun with people like you, Delvin. And just really quick, I'll just share the main thing that I talked about at an event, because my wife was the featured author for a local school district where she visited 6 elementary schools, gave presentations to all the kids. And on Saturday, they had this event called Hooks on Books. She was the featured author. It was 6 hours long, 4 hours long. They had Filipino dancers, kids singing from drama club and things like that. And she got to sign autographs. It was amazing. It was just so much fun.
See, I don't know this. Have you had your wife on the show to talk about this stuff?
Delvin, I've tried to. And her friend, who's also another author, I've tried to have them both on. And it's like they're divas, man. They can't. They are so left brain. They can't figure out schedules. I'm like, just let me know. Just let me know. Because I do a new podcast called The Maker Cast, where I talk to people that make things. So like I'm going to have a guy who makes custom arcade machines. I had a guy
I need you to talk to that guy and tell him to send me some custom arcade machines.
It's like he has this business he does in Minnesota is amazing. So so we basically, I'm doing this. I'm doing MakerCast and then talking to people about their gaming history. So we'll definitely have you on for why we play. It's all about why you became a gamer, all that stuff. And then I also do fantasy football. So, that's for the hardcores. My buddy's actually taking on all of our sports coverage. So I'm going to just step back and he's going to take it over. So, but yeah, it's fun, man. Mm-hmm. This has been great. And let me just share that one screen really quick before I forget. Where is it at? I probably can't find it. I probably should be able to, because I gotta go to Facebook now. This is kind of crazy that it's there, but maybe it's there. We'll see it. If it isn't,
no one wants to go to Facebook.
I know, it's just horrible, man. I put stuff on that probably pisses people off 25 times a day, and that's fine. Because
anytime my friends put stuff to piss people off there under there, and I see people like trying to tag them about it, rag on them about it, I just go in there and comment something funny.
Yep.
And then that makes them even more mad.
Exactly. So this is like they were giving away books for kids. They had free books. This is my wife actually teaching classes to all the kids. They had an anime or manga drawing session. It was great. It was so much fun, and she had a blast.
This is awesome.
So So thank you. I mean, I appreciate it. And if anybody's interested, just go to ChristineOxford.com. Amazon has our books. I appreciate it. Not trying to be a Nepo guy, but when you got people you love and they're doing awesome things, just share it, man. Share it out loud.
Of course.
Be unabashed, like
you should be proud of your wife. You should be proud of your family. That's great. That's amazing. That's how you're supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be their biggest cheerleader. That's how it works.
Absolutely. And like you said, when your son puts out his podcast, you'll be out there, proud dad, and hyping him up.
Yeah,
like we all
of course.
should. All right. Well, let's get into it. Like we covered a lot there. So what do you want to hit on next, Delvin?
You know what? Let's hit on the thing that I'm known for, video games.
All right. What you've been playing, man? So what's the best thing you played last week?
I can talk about something current I'm playing. I'm playing this game called Reanimal. Have you heard of this?
Oh, yes. By the team that did Little Nightmares?
Correct.
Okay.
I gotta say, this game is freaking awesome. I love it so far.
Okay. I'm going to pull up some. I'm going to see if I can not get killed by YouTube by showing something.
Okay.
You laughed, Delvin. Last week, I had my buddy on. We were talking about things, showing some trailers, things like that. I mute, and we got nailed by a couple of them. So I made this video, or basically this little thing that went over the trailer. Basically said YouTube flagged us. So I'm hoping we can do this. So let me see if I can find a kind of like just a trailer. Here we go. I'll put a trailer up. I should talk about it.
Okay, what Reanimal essentially is it's kind of one of those type of games that you play like what do you describe it? Like Little Nightmares, for example. And you play this boy character who's with another girl, and you're going through this area that kind of feels like you're almost like purgatory, our best way to describe it. Because you're like these little small kids, and you have these grotesque monsters that are like almost like adults, but they're like deformed mutants that are hunting you down and trying to kill you in these certain areas. It's very creepy and eerie and horrifying, and it's daunting. Like the feel of it is a dark, murky game where you don't know what's coming around the next corner. And it's very like, you see how they showed the sheep. It's very perverse. It's very disturbing. It's not like jump scare scary. It's more unnerving.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I like about it.
So, Little Nightmares, there was 2 games, and then the third one came out. They did not develop that game. They went to work on this one, I believe.
Yes.
And I have not played any of those, but I know some people compare them to like Limbo and
that's what I was thinking.
Inside.
It feels a lot like Inside of Limbo.
Got it.
Just think like the gameplay of like Inside.
Okay.
A mix of Inside and Little Nightmares with the violence of Limbo.
Yeah, violent, man. When you die in those games, is it horrible?
Yes. To me, it is. It is because it's not graphic, but it's
disturbing, right?
It's disturbing. Like you don't see like gushes of blood and stuff like that, or nothing like that, like to the extreme level, like a Resident Evil, something like that. Mm-hmm. But it is brutal. Like I'll give you a good example. There's a scene like if you mess up this thing with one of the creatures, it literally just rips your head off and eats it. And they don't show like blood. It doesn't look violent or bloody. It's just unnerving. Like, ooh. Almost like how, remember the Tomb Raider reboot?
Oh, God, where she get like shivved in the side and die. Ah!
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Where it's like, when you see it and it makes you uncomfortable, like, I don't want to see that again. So you feel like you have to like finish the level or finish the part without dying because you don't want to see it happen. Because, like I said, you're playing with kid characters, and you can't see their face. They're wearing masks.
I was gonna say, like, one kid's wearing a bucket on his head, and like, are these real kids, or is it like the weird, creepy kids that like Donnie likes in his horror films? Yes,
they are supposed to be real kids. I don't know the whole story of the game yet because there's very little talking in the game, and it's like to my knowledge, me putting the story together in my head, what they're trying to explain is you're these 2 kids on this island type thing, and you're trying to save the other kids there or your friends there, and
Mm-hmm.
and you're trying to escape. And as you're trying to escape, these other obstacles coming your way, like other like adult creatures or animals, and they're hunting you down and trying to kill you. And it's just like, it's survival.
Got it.
When you don't have, it's not really combat heavy. It's almost like there's combat.
Is there any combat? Because I was like, inside it was basically just try to escape.
It's very minimum combat. There's like little sections where you get like a weapon where you can defend yourself.
Oh,
but it's
really?
not like it's not nothing like anything like, okay, it's like don't think Resident Evil combat. It's more like, hey, I can press this button to save myself.
Got it. It's like maybe like an evade or maybe a hit with something like very not great. Yeah.
For a short period of time.
Got it. Okay. And this game, it looks like you have a companion. Is that something where you play two characters, or you just play one and try to lead the character?
Yeah, you play one. You can play two players, and the other person can control the other character. But at the same time, you can also play one player, and it plays just fine with one player. You lead the character around, and there's a third character that shows up that walks with you guys, and it's a very good game.
How long? I mean, I know it's like $40, so some people are like, "Oh, it's way too expensive." But do you know if it's going to be like a 10-hour game, 5-hour game?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
I am pretty far in it so far because I've been. I would think I am because I've been playing it for a good part of the day today.
Okay.
Let me see. I'm looking it up right now. The game.
Where are you playing it on?
PS5.
Okay. Is it even on Switch?
Yes, it's on Switch too. It's 5 to 6 hours.
Okay, got it. Okay. I didn't ask you, did you get a Switch 2 or?
Oh yeah, I rebought my Switch 2 immediately. Absolutely not.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay.
I love my Switch.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I got a good deal too, by the way, because GameStop had a deal. I don't know if it's going on this week, but last week they had a deal where you get like 20% trade-in credit.
Oh, okay.
Extra trade-in credit. But if you pre-order a game, you get another 20% added onto that.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So I've traded in some stuff, and I end up with everything I traded in. I had enough money to get another Switch 2 and a bunch of other stuff. I got like $600.
Now is the time to do that, Delvin, because we know that Switch is not. It's kind of like typically launch is not the best time to buy. Now it is the best time to buy.
Yes.
So, yeah. Cool, man.
That's why I immediately bought it.
Right. Okay. So I wonder if this would be. I mean, I think this would be good on the Switch too, right? I mean,
I would think so. Yeah. I would think it would be. This is the perfect type of game for Switch 2. I don't know why I didn't buy Switch 2 now that I think about it. You know what? I bought Resident Evil for Switch 2.
I'm curious, because when does that review drop?
I assume this week. It comes out Friday.
So Delvin, you can tell I'm old. I still have GameFly, and I typically get my games from GameFly. So I could get it. I could get it on PS5 or I could get it on Switch 2. And I'm like, I think it would be cool if it was good on Switch 2 to play it on Switch 2. But I'm like, there's been no reviews. And we don't know yet. So I'm like, I don't know. Should I just wait? And then
I got it on
whatever
Switch
they
2
say.
Because they have the Resident Evil collection.
Yeah, you get like the 3 games, right? You get like 7, 8, and Requiem, right?
Correct. So I wanted to get
it's like only $80 or something, right? It's not expensive.
I think it comes in a steelbook. I want to kind of get that so I can have all those games because I wanted those games on Switch 2 anyway.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea because I think there were some games that came to like Resident Evil games came Switch, but they're like the streaming one. No one wants.
Yeah, they were the cloud only version.
Yeah, so now we're actually getting the real versions on Switch, which is amazing. And that Capcom engine that they use is magic. It's awesome. So I'm hoping maybe Monday we'll see the reviews drop because. I'm expecting the game is probably going to be pretty good. So typically they don't wait till last minute to drop good reviews. And I'm hoping to hear how well it does on Switch. Because I if it's on Switch 2, man, I'm like, that's not a bad way to play.
I agree. I would think it's a perfect way to play it. From what I've heard and what I've seen, it looks pretty good on Switch 2. It looks like it runs pretty good too.
Yeah. So I'm pulling this up. Is it called the Resident Evil? Okay, here it is. Oh, wow. Some of these, man, apparently these are going for a lot of money on this collection going for a lot of money on eBay. It's the 30th anniversary. Is there a website for it? GameStop. Okay, I'm just pulling it up. So did you get it from GameStop?
Yes.
Okay. Great. So I'm pulling this up. Oh, I'm getting age gated, I guess. So this is all 3 games in this collection, $90. Man, it's almost just like I should get it anyways.
Yeah,
and buy
it's a good collection.
Right? Yeah. No, that's a great collection. And I know people complain on the game card part. And if people don't know what game cards are, basically it's you're not getting the full game on the cart because Nintendo prices like 64 gigabyte cards, apparently like $3 billion. So, but
Correct.
If it was digital, you wouldn't get anything. You would just get the digital game. So I think this is even better because you can still, obviously it's not ideal for anybody, but you can still trade the game back because it's going to have a physical card if you want. So I bought a lot of the physical games and I don't mind if it's not, because let's put it this way. How many games, Delvin, do you think never get an update to the game? Not many. Almost every game gets an update now.
Pretty much every game.
So if the servers go down, your physical game will not have all those updates anyways. So it's kind of like, is that a good thing? Yeah. So, man, this is awesome.
I
might get this.
I looked at it like this. If I didn't have all those physical games, I wouldn't have been able to trade them to the Switch too.
Exactly. And I do the same thing. I buy all my Switch games physically, except a few. Maybe if I had the exception was when Nintendo was doing the vouchers. That's the only time I probably have done it.
No, those are pretty good. Those vouchers are good.
Yeah. And Costco has great deals on Switch 2 games, so buy them cheap there. Why not? That's how I got Donkey Kong. So yeah, enjoy.
Buy a Switch 2 game and a toaster. Let's go, baby.
Exactly. Yeah, the Costco is what got me hooked up with my Switch 2 because I was able to get it there, and I got the bundle along like the day of. I showed up at Costco, got the bundle, and they gave you basically a year of the NSO expansion pack for free.
Oh, that's great.
Oh. And I ended up selling that off. So I'm like, okay, I don't need it then. So yeah, so it worked out really well. So it was still only $500 still. So the same price as the bundle, I got something extra. So, well, man, that's amazing. So I basically, this could be like almost what we're excited about because obviously this game comes out Friday. So very excited for this game. Amazing. For myself, I am between so many games right now. Ghost of Yotei. I'm hoping to play Resident Evil on Friday if they send it to me in time. But the game I did get from GameFly is Mario Tennis Fever.
This is very good.
I wanted to really like a Mario sports game, but they've been kind of lacking these days. So this game is really cool to play. It's just I'm not sure about the campaign/adventure mode yet, because right now the adventure mode feels very much like just learning your skills, and that's about it. But in the most annoying way, that is, there's way too much dialogue, and I'm like, let's just move on, right? I want there to be something with it, but it's cute. I mean, the story is ridiculous, Delvin. Essentially, there's these evil creatures from another dimension kidnap you, drop you into there. Wario and Luigi are involved. They try to trick you into going because they actually want treasure, not to help. Then you get turned into babies. You get turned into babies. So Mario baby, all the babies, they're all there. And then you have to train to become good at tennis as babies. Because babies aren't good at tennis, Delvin. Yeah. Babies aren't good at tennis, Delvin. They're not very tall. They don't have very good arm strength. They're very short arms. So that's what you're doing, basically leveling up your baby to be good at tennis. Like, really? So it's very odd.
That's a good idea.
And I feel like, it's very weird. And
seems like that's what the Williams parents did.
Yeah, they probably did.
Age,
they gave them a racket at that age and said, "Get good." What was the dad's name? King Richard.
Yes, King Richard.
Yeah, that's right. Will Smith. Well played.
I know him because of Will Smith got an Oscar for that.
That's right. And great role, great family.
And proceed to never be able to go to the Oscars again.
Well, you know what? That the relationship that he and his wife have is interesting path.
A little toxic.
Yeah, and don't talk about her hair apparently, because we don't want to do it. Oh well, Chris Rock, man. God bless.
I felt bad until I heard Chris Rock's comedy special about it. Like, you know what? Maybe he should have got slapped because that.
I know. Well, and then most comedians
was terrible.
You get a little way. Yeah, exactly. It's like, really? That's what you're doing these days, man. I used to love Chris Rock's comedy specials. Oh my god. I used to listen to those in the car
jokes when they're funny.
Yeah.
But that one wasn't it. Like, I love comedy. I love Chappelle's comedy until he did weird stuff. I love Chris Rock's comedy specials, and I love most of them. I love Cat Williams stuff. I like a lot. I like some of Jerry Seinfeld's on.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good stuff, man. Delvin. I've been watching like these like canceled sitcoms. Tracy Morgan. I always remember, is it Tracy Morgan? Because he always sometimes is Tracy, but it's Tracy Morgan, right? Because in 30 Rock, he was, I forgot what his name was. It was still Morgan, but it was like
he was Tracy Morgan. He plays himself in everything.
He plays himself. He's great. He did a sitcom back in the day with like John Witherspoon, his son, Cat Williams was in it. They ran like an auto body shop.
That sounds
weird.
Good.
Because they try to make him into like a real like comedy guy, like almost sort of like this is your home improvement show, right? But it's still Tracy Morgan. So it's like he was playing against type. It was silly, it was weird, but I just thought it was funny. Like, oh, John Witherspoon and also Cat. Well, oh my God, this is weird. So I don't know the name of the show, but it was just like, man, you go down these YouTube rabbit holes. I'm like, I did not know that show existed. I think it was one of the last shows on the WB or UPN before they turned into the CW. So good times, man. And 30 Rock, man, Tracy. There's actually a new show, Reggie Dinkins. It's like the life of Reggie Dinkins that Tracy Morgan's in.
Called The Tracy Morgan Show?
I think maybe it was a Tracy Morgan show. It's from like early 2003, I think, after you left SNL.
Tracy Morgan Show.
There you go. Yeah. So there you go. You can check that out.
Crap. Yeah, that's
he's very skinny too. He was very skinny.
This looks like it's from another universe.
I know. It's weird,
doesn't like a real show.
Okay, now you have homework. Now you got to watch it after the show. So let me I'd love to hear your review after you watched it.
Yeah, I'm going to watch this. My friend told me about another show. It was I think it's called The Richard Pryor Show. But what it was a children's show.
Pryor's Place. I watched that show.
Yes, that's what it was. Pryor's Place has one of the greatest goddamn theme songs I've ever heard in my life. Do you remember the theme song?
Pryor's Place. Yes. And was it by Ray Parker Jr.? Who was it?
Yes, it was.
That's right. Yes.
He introduced me to the show. I'm like, holy crap, that's Ray Parker Jr. Like, why is this song so good?
And it was like a Richard Pryor. He loves the kids. He didn't pay no attention to his comedy from the 70s.
Yeah, it was a really good kid show.
I know, it was so crazy. It's like, this is such a weird time. Yeah, here it is. Tracy Morgan Show, his beautiful family. And that kid was somebody else, though, that was famous. And yeah, I mean, it's got some interesting people. And then Heavy D. Oh, wait, I forgot. Heavy D is in this damn show, too.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Like I said, man, you go down the roll and yeah, here's Heavy D, Cat Williams, Tracy, and then one of these kids is famous for something. I can't remember what. You have to look at the cast, maybe. Oh, here we go. Here's the go. Mark John Jeffries, Bobby J. Thomas, Tamala Jones, Cat Williams, John Witherspoon, and where's Heavy D? He's not even here. Oh my God, it's the one mom from That 70s Show.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, where's Heavy D? Did he get? Oh, there he is. Heavy D. There you go.
Heavy D.
All right. Man. Badee. What was that? What he did, the Heavy D, like the you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yes. I can't do it. My mouth doesn't work.
Heavy D.
Exactly, man. Oh, okay.
He's like
we could go to. Oh yeah, Heavy D was great.
Like, he's like a legend when it comes to hip hop. Like a lot of hip hop people are very greatly influenced by Heavy D that people don't realize.
Oh, the only song they probably remember is Now That We Found Love. Which is fun. It's a good song.
It's that, but he's from Mount Vernon. So, Mount Vernon is the home of I know he's very controversial now, but Puff Daddy, who was very influenced by Heavy D. A lot of the artists from Mount Vernon were very much influenced by Heavy D and his sound.
That's crazy. You think about in
big hip hop influence.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I mean, it's kind of neat to see some of these things from our past. It's like you take it for granted. I mean, but you and I probably watched a lot of UMTV raps, a lot of stuff like that. And yeah, it was fun, man. And I was a kid that lived in rural Michigan, and I was so glad I finally got MTV and when I was in 7th grade. So it opened my eyes to the world. Yeah. So, all right, bud. Mario Tennis. It's fun. It's Mario Tennis. I don't know if there's much more if you're just going to play single player, but play Mario Tennis is fun. They have power rackets, so it's fun. You get like flaming rackets, so when you hit the ball, it turns into flame. But the fun part is, Delvin, when that ball hits the other side, it basically torches the other side. Now, if they volley back, it does the same to you. So it's kind of a fun game. I mean, I don't think it's worth $70, but if you got kids, you want to play together. I mean, why not?
Wait till it gets to 60, 50.
Yeah, exactly. So at this point though, I'm probably going to return
Black Friday.
I'm only coming up. Yeah, I mean, even a lot of the games on Woot. Go to Woot, guys. Right now, Woot's having a huge sale on a lot of games, physical. You can save a lot of money. So there's a lot of Switch games that are there. So go there. So let's get into our next topic. Did you watch anything that was awesome?
Yes, I did. One of my favorite TV shows was Dexter.
Oh my goodness. Dexter's kind of like having a renaissance right now, right?
Yeah. And I didn't watch the two spinoffs, which was Original Sin and Resurrection. So I'm now in the process of watching Original Sin, which is, for those who don't know, Original Sin is a prequel series detailing the life of young Dexter when he first, started to learn about the dark passenger and him becoming a serial killer and stuff like that. Being trained by Harry.
All right. That's his dad, right? His dad.
Yeah. His dad's Harry.
Tried to say, well, if you're going to be a serial killer, you better be a good, I want to make you a good serial killer, right?
Yeah. A serial killer with morals. And because the story of Dexter is this kid who had a kind of screwed up childhood. Well, his dad was messing with an informant, because he had an informant. His dad was having an affair with the informant. The informant ended up getting killed, and Dexter and his brother were left in a storage locker with the blood of their moms on them. And since that moment, he essentially adopted Dexter.
A good dad doesn't do that?
Yeah, he adopted Dexter as his child, as a kid, and took him in. Then he noticed, as Dexter was getting older, he started developing the habits of what a serial killer would possess.
Killing animals, things like that.
Stuff like that. So to kind of curb that, he started doing things to satiate it, so he would never go to the dark side. Then once he realized, I can't stop this, he gave him a code to follow, so he would only hurt people who were doing bad things.
The serial killer of serial killers? Is that what
yes.
Kind of like the catchphrase?
Correct.
Yeah.
But he had to follow this code to a T to actually kill someone.
Oh. Okay.
And one of the things in the code is he has to be absolutely sure the person is a serial killer.
Sure. Okay.
A terrible
And it takes place in Miami, right? That's
yes.
where it's typically at? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, very cool, man. I mean,
I enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, and I've heard the show has kind of always had challenges. I know the original show, where it ended, where it's weird because he drove off into a hurricane or something.
Yeah, the original show.
It was just really weird.
And that's the thing about it. The original show ended so bad.
Yeah.
It ended so bad. They end up coming back and doing Dexter New Blood.
Yeah.
And kind of retconning the ending.
Okay.
And because New Blood did so well, people like New Blood. They said, we should just continue this show again. And that's what they did. They continued it. They made the spinoff of Dexter, the prequel series of Dexter's Resurrection. So what I'm doing is I'm watching the prequel series first, and then I will get to the new series, Resurrection.
I've heard the new series is very interesting because it's a collection of serial killers with Peter Dinklage, and it's very odd, and Dexter gets brought into it. But I heard the funny part is and I don't want to ruin anything. I just heard about it. I haven't watched it, but I've heard the funny part about it is it's he gets pissed off because he's no longer in Miami. He's in New York or something like that, I think. And he's I can't get this stuff quick because the traffic is so bad in New York. So, yeah. So I'm going to ask a question. So if someone has not gotten into Dexter, because that's me, I'm there's probably 18 seasons, too many things. My wife would probably like it because she likes crime procedurals. She likes, I don't know why all women want to watch people get murdered and,
yes,
solve crimes. Is there a way to say, hey, just do this to get into it, or is it just you got to start from the beginning?
I would say watch season 1 of Dexter.
Okay.
To see if you like it first.
Okay.
Because it's a very
is that like when there was
show.
like 12 episodes, or was it like 20?
Yeah, the seasons aren't long. They're like 12, like 12
cool.
episodes apiece. But the thing about it is you have to watch season 1 because I think the best season is season 4.
Okay.
But the thing about it is you have to get in the story of Dexter to understand what's going on. And you have to like kind of follow the lore. Like once you follow the lore of it and know what's going on, if you enjoy, like, it's a dark show, but it's like a show like it tests your morality. Like, all right, this guy's doing an immoral thing, but he's doing it quote unquote for the right reasons.
Sure.
The first season is 10 episodes. Every season is like 10 episodes or 12 episodes.
That's not bad then.
Because
I was looking. It started in 2006 on Showtime, and I can never remember because there was a point where like a tipping point where it's like shows stopped being 22 or 24 episodes and they became like 8 or 10 or something. So I wasn't sure if that means streaming and this Showtime was before streaming. But like those like cable networks, they didn't always do like the 24. So that's kind of nice. They can like compress.
Yes. Season 4 is the season that people want to watch. That's like in terms of TV series, that's like the Red Wedding season.
Oh, okay.
That's the season where things like happen, like, oh, this is shocking. And yeah.
Well, very cool. So season 1, if it catches you, cool. Is it a slow burn or is it like it just moves really quick?
It moves fairly quick. They're all, much like, TV shows at that time, they're of course filler episodes. But the filler episodes are entertaining because it's like, it's kind of like serial killer of the week type stuff. And you have to find, out how
more procedural.
Yeah, like, okay, this guy doing this horrible thing. Dexter has to figure out how he's going to catch the guy and kill the guy before he does the horrible thing again. And then, the whole idea of, Dexter might actually get caught trying to kill this guy. It's really cool.
So it's good to hear that because maybe that's what I get my wife into. My wife gets annoyed when it's like, I don't want one crime per season. I want more of that, like Law and Order, like it's wrapped up, but she's okay with like a bigger arc as well.
Yeah.
So
Dexter's
so cool.
It has a bigger arc.
Yeah, because I think she'd like it. She really likes serial killers. She always wanted to be a profiler. So I think this could go well. And I wanted to watch it, but I just need somebody probably to watch it with because I get so distracted with other things. I'm like, it's a show from 2006. I'm like, I've got so many other things drawing my attention. But if I could watch it with my wife, that might work. So
Dexter's a good show.
Very cool, man.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then it's like, I heard Resurrection is kind of a cool, different take. So I'm very excited for that because it sounds like it's just crazy. So That's awesome, man. Well, very cool. I'm going to pivot to my show, which is hopefully more people are watching the show, and I'm doing the slow burnout with my wife and I's dinner show, which is Wonder Man. So Wonder Man it's kind of a crazy show. Have you watched any of it, Delvin?
I've watched the first 3 episodes of it.
Okay, that's where I'm at too. I've watched the first 3 episodes, and it typically shows like that. And the great thing about this show is it's only half hour long, so it's very easy. It doesn't feel like it outstays its welcome. It's very spot on. And I think I would love it if Marvel plays in these spaces with their characters in TV. Which is Wonder Man is essentially, and I probably can't show a video because once again, Disney will probably flag me, but Wonder Man is a cool character. So I'm going to bring up an image of Wonder Man, the comic book character. So people can say, wow, that's not a great look because Wonder Man never had a great costume. He was always a weird guy. He has a crazy background in Marvel. So when you think of Wonder Man, Delvin, you're a comic fan. What do you think of?
He helped create the Vision.
Yes. And isn't that the craziest? Well,
that's his big thing.
Yeah, it's just a weird thing, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to see if I can pull this up. Here we go. There he is. All the versions of Simon Williams, Wonder Man. And I mean, it's kind of weird because he and Vision and he was a guy that was an actor. He was an adventurer. He had all these weird uniforms. He was part of the Avengers, but he was also a villain. He had psionic powers. I think that was what power was, but he was also brother to the Grim Reaper. And I believe his personality went into the Vision. Is that what happened? I'm trying to remember. It was such a weird thing.
Half of his traits went into. I think it was half his traits went into to creating the Vision.
Yeah, it was just so weird. And he was never the same. Sometimes he was like a pacifist. He didn't want to do anything, hurt anybody. He had jet boots at times. He had these weird outfits. I don't know if there's ever been like the iconic Wonder Man story, except for like the Vision arc.
Yeah, the Vision arc. His relationship with Scarlet Witch, and the love triangle between them and Scarlet Witch and Vision. You know, it's been some interesting things with him in comics.
Yeah, and this is from CBR, kind of like the different thing. I remember this cover because I'm like, oh, the art's really interesting. It's like that, almost like that painterly, but he's also wearing the worst uniform in the world, which is like this weird like leisure suit type of thing. It's like, what is that?
Yes, it's not great.
No, and then he gets this kind of cool costume, but yeah, I never felt like people really had a good feel on his really iconic story. So this is what I think is great about this. This taking Wonder Man, which we heard was going to happen. I'm like, well, how are they going to do this? Maybe they're going to do like, he's like Booster Gold, kind of like that Hollywood actor type of, cocky guy. But the way they're doing this, Delvin, and you've seen as much as I have, I think it's amazing. We've got this guy who's essentially Simon Williams. He is a struggling actor. He gets in his own way. He's the actor who played Black Manta in the Aquaman film. So take it how you will with Aquaman, but he's great actor and he's amazing in this, and he's so fun to see the fact that he just wants to be an amazing actor, but he overthinks it and he's failed. Like there's this one iconic scene where he's trying to get a role on American Horror Story. He comes in and he essentially, while I think he's being helpful, people are like, stop making notes, we'll never film this scene that's only supposed to take like 10 minutes. And I love that because you can tell he's passionate, but he's just, that's why he struggles, right? He gets too in his own mind.
I agree. And to give you his name is Yata Abdul Mateen II. He's a very good actor. He's in a lot of different things.
And I don't know what he was in before, but I think Black Manta was kind of like his major role to show that. Exactly.
He played Morpheus in Matrix Revelations. And if you watch the Watchmen series...
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, my goodness. I probably blacked that out in my mind, right?
Yeah. He played Morpheus, and if you watch the Watchmen series, he played Dr. Manhattan.
That's right. Oh, God, that was such a good series. I love that so much.
It was really good.
Yeah, it's great. And then, so this Wonder Man, I'm great. I'm glad we're getting the cast we do. I'm just going to share this. Maybe I won't get flagged on IMDb. That'll show this. So basically, he's a struggling actor, but he also is super powered. They've tracked basically, I think it's damage control is trying to basically use the Ark, which is the prison for supervillains. It's only half filled. So they basically have to justify the funding of it to fill up the prison. So they're looking for other superpowered individuals. Simon Williams has never been confirmed, but there's these things that have happened around him which make him a suspect. So because of that, Ben Kingsley, who is Simon, what's his name? Trevor Slattery, who was the actor hired because he had to pay off like prostitution debts. I think that's what he says.
He was the actor hired to play the Mandarin.
Yes. In Iron Man 3. Yeah, exactly. And then he was, and that role is so iconic, so amazing. And then you find out, he's just the schlub. It was all for Guy Pearce to, use him as a pawn. And we've seen him again many times in, he was in Shang-Chi in a fun role. And essentially he did serve some time. And now he's worried he's going to throw him back in jail. So basically damage control is basically saying, we need you, because you're an actor, you're looking like you're back into getting roles, need you to get Simon to trust you so he'll divulge, or you can find information on that he truly is a superhero. So that's kind of where we're at, the plot. I hope it didn't give much away, but man, It is so good. It is so fun.
It's very good.
It is so weird and interesting. And they dropped it all at once, which I'm not sure if that's a good thing, bad thing. They did the same thing with Echo, which I really liked that show more than I thought I was gonna.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that meant like, oh, we're dropping it because we don't have faith. But it's so weird. Why wouldn't you anyways? What else is happening on Disney Plus and Marvel right now?
Yeah, it's
Nothing.
really weird how they did that. They just dropped it out in the blue, didn't promote it or anything like that. But people are finding they're liking it.
Yeah. So I think there's like, it's dropped. It's very short, which I love. I love that comedies are typically 30 minutes, but I love that like a drama can be 30 minutes. I wish there were more were like that, because they don't have to waste their time. Everything episode is something new.
We need shorter TVs.
Exactly, because especially a show gets dropped. What's coming out the next week and you already forgot about it. So I hope people will watch the show. Find it. It's amazing. I like their approach. I don't know where this is going. Are we going to get him actually as Wonder Man, like the Here We Know, get recruited into Avengers? I don't know. We'll see. And considering we're going to need a lot of heroes because things are going to happen in like Secret Wars.
Yes.
It'd be cool to see what Wonder Man can do because it's been a lot of fun. So that is Wonder Man. Check it out, guys. It's on Disney Plus. It's dropped. Check it out there. Let's see really quickly. I have one more thing to cover. What about you, Delvin? Anything you want to cover?
Can't think of anything right now. I can touch on what your one thing to cover is. Yeah.
Okay. I have one last thing, just in food. You talked about New Orleans, all the great food you had, and I love it. I love jambalaya. I love gumbo. I love red beans and rice. Love all the food there. It's amazing. And when you're there, did you have a hurricane? Did you do all those crazy like yard drinks, or did you stay away from it?
I had something. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's called Vampire Bag.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, they have a lot of weird like mixed drinks. You can just buy it at any station there. And what I will tell you, one of my favorite bands of all time, there were New Orleans legends. They're called the Big Al and the Blues Masters. Big Al passed away. Big Al probably had 18 heart attacks because he weighed probably like 900 pounds. Amazing. Basically, they did blues. They did all amazing songs. I saw them on my spring break, and then I said, "Hey, honey," when we were moving to New Mexico from Florida, we went through there and I'm like, we got to see Big Al and the Blues Masters, and they were amazing. So I have like several of their CDs, so highly recommend them. But yeah, he passed away because his health was not good. The man could not stand. He was essentially he probably should have been like on my 700-pound life. So poor guy, but Big Al was amazing. So the music is great though. I don't know. I hope you heard some good music when you were there.
Oh yeah, I heard some good music. Really good music.
Excellent. So really quickly, between events and everything, I was looking for a place to eat, and we found this really cool place, Delvin. I love geeky things. This place is called the Bellows Bistro. It's actually part of this big complex called the Forge, where they like do all the gaming stuff you can think of, like clickbook card games. They do like the Warhammer stuff. They do all that stuff, Pokemon, everything, and it looks like this medieval thing. Well, they have a restaurant called the Bellows Bistro. Amazing place, cool art, D&D. Basically, it's got like a dragon head mounted on a wall. It's so much fun, and then they sell all this kind of fun food. Really good. I had a pulled pork sandwich. That's my jam. Really good barbecue sauce with that. And they're named after fun things. And the restaurant is so fun themed with just art and everything like that. The people are having a great time. It was packed, man. We were there like Friday afternoon. We're like or Thursday, because we had to go to see my cousin's concert. We're like, holy crap, we're not going to make it. So we ended up taking it to go. But really cool place, very fun. The menu is like Balder's fries, Dragonwood spin, bewitched beetroot. So it's just, you just go have a good time.
Sounds like a good place to go to.
Oh, it was so fun. I didn't know this place existed. It was like literally 3 minutes from the place we're at. So I'm like, this is great. I'm glad we're getting more of these geeky places. It's so much fun. They're having a blast with it. They name everything weird. And so check out your local places that are neat. Support them because they need the support you get. So enjoy what you got before it's gone, because we were just talking about this. One of we watched a show about this lady who goes and sees Minnesota restaurants, and I want to have her on the show. And she actually makes a cookbook, but she visits these restaurants, and then all of a sudden you look, oh, it's closed. It's like, oh man, you hate that these restaurants close, but man, that's a dangerous business to be in because they just do not last.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And you're in real estate, so you know, like, we need a new tenant for this place, right?
Grand opening, grand closing.
Exactly. It sucks, man. It sucks. Yeah. Was that a Chris Rock reference too?
Jay-Z.
Oh, that's right. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. Oh well, that is it for my experience this week. So let's talk about going forward. What is the one thing you're looking forward to this week?
Video games. I like good video games,
right,
including Resident Evil.
Anything else than Resident Evil? Because I know there's a lot. It's the biggest, it's the 500-pound
Let me see what else
gorilla in the
coming out
room.
this week. There's a couple of things come out this week. I think the Pokemon game come out this week. Leaf Green.
Oh, that's right. They released the old school on Switch for like $20 a pop, right?
Correct.
You get both, or do you have to buy like each copy?
Each copy, $20 a piece.
Oh, really, Nintendo? Really?
Of course, the Nintendo.
Oh my God.
They're gonna get their $40.
Apparently. So, are you gonna get those? Are you gonna get them all? Gonna catch them all?
Absolutely. I'm buying. Of course, I'm buying
Really?
those games.
So you're the problem. You're gonna pay and they're saying, "Hey, we can get away with this." Now, $30 for the GBA versions, right?
Yeah. I'm buying it.
Okay.
Gotta support.
Well, Delvin, they got you where they want you, right? Nintendo is the best company at taking your money out of your hands and giving you something that you probably have owned 85 times.
A sucker is born every day, and I am that sucker.
It's one follow-up question. Did you buy any version of the Virtual Boy hardware?
Yes, I did.
What did you buy?
I bought the big boy. I bought the big one.
You did.
Yeah, I haven't gotten it in yet, but yeah, I bought it.
Okay. I bought the cardboard. I don't know how it's going to go, but I want to see how you actually interact with it. Jeff Grubb, he was showing
when I was a kid.
Well, I know, but you've got a bad back. You're going to get a bad back by using it now.
I'm quite sure I am.
An older adult. But he was Jeff Grubb was he got an early copy of it. He was taking it basically and just sitting on a couch, but he was leaning back so far that the Game Boy, the Virtual Boy was kind of leaning into him. So it's kind of you could avoid the lean in by leaning back.
That's no fun.
So I need your son to take pictures of you, how you're going to interact with the game, the Virtual Boy. I want to see.
Yeah, you got to get arthritis in your back to know it's working.
Oh, okay, that's true. Yeah.
So you got to have back pains.
And I'm gonna probably kind of figure out a way to get a strap to get it on my head with the Labo, because it's essentially probably just leftover Labo, right, with the cardboard one.
Oh, 100%.
Because they didn't have the 3D virtual reality version of that.
Labo.
So
this is giving you Labo.
Funny. I gave the Labo 3D or virtual reality set to my friend's son, because I bought this. I'm I'm never going to use this. So yeah, it's probably just that. It's okay. All right, which Virtual Boy game are you excited to play?
I don't know. I played it when I was a kid. I guess Wario Land.
That's what I heard too. I've also heard Teller Boxer is fun because it's like Punch Out, but it's 3D.
Yeah. I think Wario Land will be the one I'll probably be excited to play.
Okay.
I don't think I played that one.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to that as well. Resident Evil. I want to hear how you enjoy the Resident Evil Requiem on the Switch 2. Hopefully it works out. Fun. And obviously you're going to get those amazing games too. I will that might be the one opportunity I double dip, and I normally don't. So that's cool. For me, Scream 7. Drop it in theaters this week. I totally forgot.
Oh, I forgot.
I'm definitely going. Oh my goodness. I'm very excited for Scream 7. This movie has had so much controversy because the new team had issues. They're leaving. We're not going to get Jenna. Wednesday Adams. I can't remember her name is. Jenna.
Yeah, it's the old cast.
Yes, we're getting Nev Campbell back. We're getting a few others, and this should be fun. And Kevin Williamson is back. He's also directing and writing it. That's amazing.
Interesting.
Yeah. The only person that's not back is Wes Craven, and because he's dead. So, you know what? Maybe we need AI Wes Craven to come back and make the movie.
Huh. I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at the cast of it. Yeah. David Arquette's in the movie.
It's got to be a flashback because he died in the last one, I think.
Yeah,
Do we?
I mean, said, but yeah.
Well, very cool, man. Well, that is it for the show, Delvin. Very excited to have you on. And give me 1 second. I am going to pause really. So, Delvin, this has been amazing. I've appreciated the journey we've gone on. A lot of segues, Cat Williams, names of things, sticky fingers. Man, I mean, I don't think people expected that, but you know what? That's what we do. Old heads like us. We got a lot of things to bring up that will confuse the youngins, and
of course, arthritis, all that good stuff.
Exactly, man. Like talking to your in-laws, and they tell you like, "Oh, I went to the hospital and it would cost this much in my insurance, but I got Medicare." I'm like, it gets actually kind of interesting. Like, I never would have thought that was interesting when I was young, but that's okay. So, Delvin, when you're not talking about, Pokemon cards, paying too much for Nintendo games, where can people find more about awesome stuff you do?
You can find me on BlueSky at Delvin Cox. Yeah, check out Delvin Cox Experience anywhere you get podcasts. Check out, play some video games, and hear me on there talk my nonsense for those guys. Or if you really feel fun, you want to go check out the Motorverse and hear me as John Stewart, aka Green Lantern. Or last but not least, if you want some nerd, geeky pop culture stuff, listen to the Who It Wouldn't Show. I'm on there a bunch of times.
That's awesome, man. Do you have a link tree like with all of your links?
Absolutely not.
Oh, you're killing me, man. Gotta hunt around.
Probably should have to make one of those.
I finally did too, because it's like, oh, I've got so many places. Just here it is. Here's everything. Boom. Or you could just say, check my feed and bio or whatever, and then it's like, oh, am I a bot? Because that's what happens.
I feel like if I say check my feed and bio, they're gonna think it's a OF account on there. So.
Oh yeah. It's like, why did all these women think I'm an interesting guy to talk to? Wonder why. Yeah. Fun times. Well, very cool, man. Check out Delvin, all the cool stuff he does. I'll add the links to everywhere you can find him, and I'll recommend him get a link tree so you don't end up. He doesn't say check my link in bio. So
correct.
Hey, there we go. Yes, exactly. So this has been a great time. So if you want to see more of the stuff that we do, maybe more episodes with Delvin in the future and different podcasts, check out Todd Oxtra at Toxtra on all things social. But the more important thing is the Fandom Foundry. That's our new endeavor going in. I think it's been now 6 months since we established this. We're having a lot of great times doing some new things. We're probably going to have a one podcast feed with you get all of the shows, which is probably the smarter thing to do than 85 different feeds. So that's coming. Fandomfoundry.com, the Fandom Foundry at BlueSky's Instagram. We have a website. We have a Facebook page. If you like the old school stuff, check out our Discord, check out our YouTube channel, and subscribe, like, and give us a rating on all things on those podcast services that you love so much. So that is it for our show. Thank you for joining us. We do this because we want you to know about all the awesome things that made our week the best thing that we had, and we'd love to hear what made your week the best thing ever. So thank you all, and thank you, Delvin. Delvin, have a great week, and hope it's the best week ever.